Good morning, people. I just landed in your town.
Yeah. I know. I'm just letting it go. Welcome, or if you're new, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. If you're new or if you know, this is
Hashtag Just Saying the podcast.
You jinxed me. Before the thing, he's like, hit the wrong button or something. Now I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. We'll get the formalities out of the way. Be sure to like it, share it, subscribe to it before your Wi-Fi changes its mind. If you fancy, tell a friend or a stranger. You can also watch the first 40 of the show on the YouTube. Take us with you on the go, wherever you stream your stuff. For the hip kids, we're on TikTok at hashtag Just Saying. It's all one word. We have pre-show banter trivia on Tuesdays. I wanted to see how fast I could say it.
Just like the Micro Machine guys.
Now that's done.
All right.
Good job.
We had a brief hiatus.
Yes, we did.
One week off.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
How was it?
Yeah. Hot.
You were warned.
It was oppressively hot.
Oppressively
hot.
Like 90, 100?
It was in the 90s.
Yeah.
My second day there, it hit 96.
Damn. That was a good year.
Well, the problem is that it's not just like that it was in the 90s. It's the fact
Humidity.
that the air is so heavy.
Really?
Like our first night there, we went to like Universal City Walk.
City Walk.
City Walk, which is just like shops and restaurants and stuff.
Okay. Like a plaza.
No, well, because it's like outdoors. And you just kind of walk. I mean, I haven't been there in like 15 years.
Oh, still there.
So, yeah,
Still
but
going.
it's different because you have to park further away and walk further,
Oh.
which I wouldn't have cared about if
Wasn't so
it
oppressively
wasn't
hot.
so oppressively hot. And we were on our way back to the car, and I was like, I can't breathe. And he goes, oh, yeah, it is kind of muggy.
Turn on the AC.
I'm like, no, it sucks. And Friday, we went, we drove to St. Augustine, so we checked out the lighthouse and a couple other things, and we were walking back to the car, and I looked at Jay, and I just said, no, I'm over it. And he went, what? And I said, I'm over it. I'm not walking another step. I was sweating. It was disgusting. I'm like, I feel gross. I'm not moving. And he goes, what are you going to do? And I said, I'm going to find a place to sit.
A bench.
I didn't even find a bench. I basically sat on somebody's like brick wall outside their house.
Hey, get off that.
And yeah, I mean, it looked like nobody was home, so I figured I'd be all right. And I said, you can go get the car.
So what's so great about the lighthouse? Is it like a famous lighthouse? Or
I like
did it
lighthouses.
Save ships?
I like lighthouses. I like the history
I
behind them.
like the history about it.
It's supposed to be haunted.
Yeah, this one is supposed to be haunted, and
Ghost Adventures was there before.
yeah,
A long time ago.
Tiny T.
yeah,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of, well, for this particular lighthouse, there's a lot of nasty stuff.
Yeah.
I think like kids had met their end around there and stuff. The lightkeepers' children had.
Don't jump.
It's one of the. It's
Go towards the light.
See why it should be haunted.
If I'm not mistaken, it is the tallest lighthouse in North America.
Really?
If I'm not mistaken.
Nice.
Yeah. So I don't want to. I'm gonna actually start with because I know occasionally we tease things and it's like, oh, that'll after this commercial break. That's coming up later.
After these messages.
We'll
I'm
be
not-
right back.
I'm from the cartoon. I'm not gonna bury the lead on this one.
All right.
I'm gonna right out the gate.
All right.
I'm gonna tell this. It's a harrowing tale.
Harrowing
Tale. Yeah. So this is, I think, the
Roll a quiver.
you should be. You should be. This is the third day I think we were there. So this is Saturday.
Okay.
This is the day of the wedding, by the way,
Oh.
which is the reason I was in Florida.
Was it still oppressively hot?
Yes. It was, although I will say that on the way to the wedding, it started to thunderstorm.
That's worse.
And it was welcome. I welcomed it. I was like, thank the heavens.
Was it an outdoor wedding?
It was supposed to be an outdoor wedding.
Mother Nature's like, fuck you.
And I was informed. I was informed that I would be given things to hydrate me.
Water?
My cousin was like, we're going to hydrate everybody. I'm like, I don't even know what that means.
Okay.
But I
Free
was,
water.
so I was ready. And I'm like, because I don't do well in heat. Like, heat
Right.
makes me sick. And so I
Me
was
too.
like, and especially oppressive heat. So I think after what occurred earlier in the day, the powers that be intervened and said, you've been punished enough today. And we're going to make sure that the wedding is inside
Nice. With air conditioning.
with AC. So Jay and I had gone out for a little bit during the day. I have this thing.
Was the wedding like a night wedding?
Yeah, it was a 5:30 wedding,
Oh, okay.
which frustrated me because I'm the type of person that if I have something to do, I don't like to do other things because I have something to do
All right.
That's why you
later.
can only do one thing on the weekends.
I can only do
You're
one
like,
thing.
You want to be late.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
so,
late. I had a thing to do.
And let me tell you, as a quick PS,
P.S. Postscript.
this traffic is insane in this area,
Really?
right? I'm
I
outside
know all
of
about that.
I'm outside of Orlando. Traffic is nuts.
Mhm.
The Florida traffic lights are some of the slowest traffic lights I've ever seen.
Really?
And I looked at Jay and I said, "Is it
Are
because
they horizontal or vertical?
no? They're just normal. They're vertical."
Okay.
And I just looked at Jay and I said, "Is that because everybody's retired down here?
I think it's
Like
something
old,
else.
like older people?"
When I was in Boca Raton, they were like horizontal. I'm like, that's weird. Like, how do I?
Oh no,
That was weird. I'm
I
like,
didn't see any
I thought
like
it was
that.
I thought it was like a Florida thing. I'm like,
I didn't see any like that, but it was just they were really, really slow. And I said, I think it's because of old people reflexes. They want to make sure they stop
like
and
a
get.
sloth.
Yeah, I mean, we were stuck at red lights for at least 4.5, 5 minutes at a time,
Damn.
which is ridiculous.
Yes.
And they're not sensor lights either, so it's not like there's nobody coming. Let's flip it to green. Yeah. So despite my best efforts, we went out a little bit earlier in the afternoon.
Okay.
And then I said, we got to get back to the hotel because TikTok. Right?
Right.
So we get back to
Not
the
the app.
hotel. No. So we get back to the hotel and we're kind of like relaxing a little bit. And I said, all right, you know what I'm going to do? Here's my brilliant idea. I said, I'm going to freshen up and then we're going to get ready for the wedding. Because now we had to leave by 4. And now it's 3:00.
Okay.
So I said, I'm going to freshen up, put on my fancy clothes, and then head to the wedding.
Your flamingo shirt.
No, I got a proper, nice collared shirt.
Oh, nice.
It was short sleeves, so I wouldn't die in the heat.
All right. Did Jay dress up?
Yeah, he had to get because he loves purple, so he had to get a purple shirt.
No shorts.
No, no. Although I had cargo shorts. I wore the cargo shorts the entire time I was there
Nice.
because I was like, I am dying, and I'm not really a shorts person. So that's how you know it was really hot. 'Cause that's what Jay said. He goes, I know it's hot because you're wearing shorts. I said, yeah, because I don't wear shorts. So,
In Florida.
yeah, I know.
Sunshine State, right?
Yeah, the boil you alive state. So I'm about to go. I grab my stuff, get my stuff ready. I go to freshen up, right?
Got it.
Who amongst us, do you preheat your shower? You get the shower at the right temperature and then get in the shower, or do you just jump in the shower and do your temp while you're in there?
I do temp while I'm in there.
You're
But I got one of those.
what a rebel you are.
I got the little wand so I can like put it to the side.
Oh, okay.
So like I won't get like in the face.
So you're not getting blasted with.
So I'll heat up, then I'll.
All right.
But I'll be in.
You pre-game?
I could do that, but I don't.
I could do that.
I preset and then I get in.
Thank you. I do that as well.
How hot do you like it? Like burn your skin fucking hot?
Yeah, I need layers of skin to peel off. That's how hot I like it.
I work my way slowly up to that point. A little hot, little hot, little hot, little hot, little hot.
Yeah, I mean, I usually get it a fair heat, and then once
But
I
this
get
is
in,
not your shower. This is a.
I know this was. And by the way, just as a quick PS,
Yes.
so the shower, you have to step up. It's a good like 3 feet,
Damn.
right? At least 2 to 3 feet to step over the thing into the tub, right?
Okay.
But it's an optical illusion because you sit there and you think, okay, well, once I step up, I'm going to be down here. But you're not. You're like up here. Now, I'm 5'7".
It's like a pedestal.
Yeah. So I'm 5'7", and the shower nozzle hit me like mid tummy. And I was like, what Oompa Loompa is a shower in this shower? And Jay,
We represent.
so because I had showered first when we first got to the hotel, and I complained to Jay. I'm like, Jesus, I had to bend down to like wash my hair and stuff. And he goes, oh, he said, well, that's a perfect height for washing your bottom. I said, that is not the area.
My ass is clean. I'm like,
It's like, that is not the area I'm concerned with right now. So now we have the pool.
was it detachable?
No.
Permanently fixed
And
to the wall?
it was permanently fixed to the wall. And this
2
hotel,
feet high.
this hotel was so fucking sketchy, dude. We walk in.
Didn't you do the reviews?
Oh, what?
Didn't you check the reviews before you booked it?
I did. And everybody was like, this is great. And the first hotel
Their
I looked
opinion
at.
of grade is different than
That's all
yours.
it
It
Say.
definitely is. And the first hotel I looked at that we didn't go with, the comments were like, nope, pretty sure it's a front for a crack den. I was like, well, I don't
Meth
want
labs and
to
shit.
stay in a crack den. Like, I don't even know.
Should have brought your
This is
doormat.
not a crack house.
So, but we walk in and there was like this really off-putting smell. To the point that Jay, and I really wish I'd listened, to the point that Jay was like, I think we should ask for a different room. And I went, nah, we're not going to be here long, because we had, Thursday we went out, and then Friday we were out the entire day.
And Saturday was a wedding.
And Saturday was the wedding, and then Sunday we were gonna have Sunday for a little bit, but we had to go to bed early because we had to be up at like 2 a.m. for the flight.
Damn.
But
Different airline.
so it smelled really weird, and then Jay was getting
Like something dead?
not like
Like
something
a dead animal?
not like something dead. Jay said it smelled like an abandoned basement or something. Like that.
Musty?
Yeah, but extra musty.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah. He was like, there's something wrong with this room.
Did it have air conditioning?
It had air conditioning, which I suspect is where the smell was coming from.
Yeah. I need to change the filter.
And they didn't even, when we checked in and we went in, the AC wasn't even on.
Damn.
So we had to turn the AC on. So,
Walk into a wall of heat.
I mean, I'd like to give you the full picture of this room, right? Smells weird. So the state of the room, I was afraid to try and move the nozzle of the shower because I thought, I'm going to try to adjust this thing.
It's going to break
And
off.
it's just going to snap off, right? So
it's just a room with a bed and a bathroom.
yeah. So I'm
No closet?
it's all you need, really. I just needed the bed and the bathroom and the AC, which I think made the room
window
stink.
overlooking the parking lot.
We were right around the corner from the pool, which I found out like the third or fourth day even existed.
Oh.
Because I wasn't paying attention. But anyway, so I went to I'm heating up the shower. I'm getting ready to get in. It's 3 o'clock, right?
Got it.
I'm gonna have to start hustle because we got to leave by 4. I go to get into the shower, and this is where everything
Goes awry.
goes horrifically wrong.
Oh, no.
Because I go to step up, down, and one leg goes one way, and my other leg is like, I'm going to go this way. and I slip,
Separate.
and I slip, and I slam my right leg
Oh.
into the edge of the tub.
All right. Porcelain.
I fall forward, and I slam my head into the tub.
Oh my God.
Apparently,
No blood.
I screamed the entire way down. And it was like in the cartoons where, and I mean like
Goofy. Yeah.
no, I'm not trying. I mean, I'm not trying to like make too light of the situation, but it was like, you know, when you see like a character and they're slipping on like a buttery floor or something, and it's like, and the feet are just. I was flailing because I did not want to fall,
Right. No.
and I was like, there's nothing to grab onto. There's no bar in the shower. There's nothing to hold onto.
No shelf.
No, there was nothing. The
Where do you put
floor.
your soap and shampoo?
There was one little,
Nook.
one little nook for like that was big enough for like a bar of soap, right?
A sliver of soap.
Yeah, all my stuff was like on the edge of the tub. That all went flying when I hit.
Oh my God.
So
Jacob running in. You okay?
I apparently I screamed the entire way down, and he is, boom, and he's in the door, and he's like, "What the fuck happened?" And I said, "I slipped." Now, I had turned the shower on, right before I had gotten in because I wanted the right temperature.
Correct.
So everything now is wet. Now because I hit the tub, obviously I hit water. And I thought, because my head was wet, that I was bleeding.
Oh.
So he got me up. And I was like violently shaking. And I was like, I'm bleeding from the head, right? I'm bleeding. My head's bleeding. And he looks at me and he goes, "No."
Get my
And I went-
glasses. Hold on. No.
And I went, "Are you sure?" Because my head feels wet. And he goes, "Nope." And he's literally like touching and he goes, "There's no blood." And I went, "Okay."
It's just the water from the shower.
I was still like violently shaking. So he grabs me and he's like, "You got to sit." So I go and we sit on the bed.
toilet. Oh. Right.
No, I went and sat on the bed.
All right.
Now, so I'm sitting there and now it's a little bit after 3. So now I have a decision to make, right? Do I go to the hospital? Or do I get ready and go to the wedding?
You chose the latter.
Now, here's the thing. My nephew, my oldest nephew and his wife were also going to the wedding. They were probably about a half an hour from where I was.
Okay.
And I thought to call her.
Did your parents go?
No, my parents didn't go. And I thought to call her, but I thought, you know what? Her name is Rachel. And I said, if I call Rachel, she's going to say, "You should probably go to the hospital." Right?
Right.
Because
you had a concussion or something.
because I have a broken body anyway. So she would have been like,
add to the list.
so she'd be like, "I think for safety's sake, you should probably go to the hospital."
We're fragile.
I knew. Yeah, I am very fragile. Honestly, I'm surprised I didn't break my leg the way that I hit. Excuse me. I knew I was 99% sure I was going to be fine. But I needed
That 1%.
I needed someone other than Jay, who has no medical training at all,
Second opinion.
to tell me it's fine. Right? So I wasn't going to get that from Rachel because she would have said, "Well, just go to the emergency room." So I said, "Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call Tina." Because Tina's my go-to, right? And she's worked in an ER, and she's had children who've done everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, you know, and plus she's
Just walk it off.
she's a straight shooter, and I knew that if Tina thought that I should go to she would be like, "You should probably go to the emergency room." So I call her up, and she knew I was in Florida. So she picks up on like the second ring, and she goes, "Uh-oh."
What happened now?
And I said, "Hey, what's up?" And she goes, "What's happened?" And I said, "I just fell." And she went, "Oh." And I said, "Yeah, I fell like in the shower." And she went, "Oh no." And I said, "Yeah." So she goes, "Okay." So she runs down a checklist with me. She goes, Did you lose consciousness at all?" "No." Do you have a headache? No.
Yeah.
Can you feel your legs? Yep. You're not bleeding? No. So she goes, okay. And I said, she goes, does your head hurt? And I said, oddly enough, no. My leg really hurt.
That's the brunt of the...
But not broken. I knew it wasn't broken.
Right, just like
Yeah.
sprained or something.
So I said, I don't really want to go to the emergency room because if I have a concussion, they're probably not going to do anything. And she goes, no, they won't do anything for you. She said, they might give you a head CT. She goes, but that's about all they'll do. And if you have a concussion, they'll just be like, take it easy. And I said, okay. And she goes, so I think you're going to be fine because you didn't lose consciousness. And I said, yeah. And then I paused and I looked at Jay and I said, I didn't, right?
What day is it?
And he goes, you didn't what? And I said, because I had her on speakerphone. And he goes, you didn't what? And I said, I didn't lose consciousness, right? And he goes, I was in the doorway before you were done screaming. And I said, oh, okay. So I went back to Tina and I'm like, yeah, I didn't lose consciousness at all. And I said, but I am I can't stop shaking. And she goes, that's adrenaline because of the fall and stuff. She goes, you'll stop shaking in a bit.
Right.
She's like, just calm down because you're going to be fine.
Deep breaths.
And I said, okay. And she goes, so you're going to go to the wedding? And I said, well, if you don't, I said, I don't think I need to go to the emergency room and I really don't want to waste my whole night.
You tell me, Doc.
And yeah, I didn't want to waste my whole night in the emergency room, especially if they're not going to do anything. So I said, I'm probably just going to go to the wedding. And she said, okay. And she goes, well, here's some free advice for you. She goes, it's going to be really loud because of the DJ and stuff. She goes, I would bring aspirin with you. She's like, because you hit your head. She goes, and you may not feel great with the loud music. I said, okay.
Probably music you didn't even know.
So I went to the wedding. And the first people I run into are my two aunts.
All right.
And one of them is like the one whose granddaughter is getting married. She's like, hey, and then she goes, you sit over here, the table next to them. So I said, okay, great. So then they're like,
Table
well, what
5.
did you do today? Did you do anything good? And I said, well, I slipped and fell in the shower and hit my head.
What?
And my aunt looks at me and goes, oh, Tara. And I said, I didn't do it on purpose. Gee, I think I'm going to slip and fall. I was like...
Did any of them joke with you about trying to get out of the wedding?
No.
That's why you did it?
There's nothing to get out of. It's not like I was in the wedding.
No, but you probably didn't want to go.
No, I wanted to go. It was fine. So it was inside anyway. So it's not like I was sitting around hot.
Good.
You were warned.
Yeah. So my nephew and his wife show up, and she had been so excited because she wanted to have a drink with me because I don't drink that often, and I said it's an open bar. Ooh, it was open bar. So I was
right.
so
Wish
she
I
was
there for Long Island.
Shirley Temples.
So she was like, "We're gonna have a drink. You need to have a drink with me."
Drink.
So they sat down, and then she goes, "All right, Tara, what are we drinking? What are we doing?" And I looked at Jay and I was like, "I'm not sure I should drink." And he said, "Well, I don't know. How do you feel?" And I said, "My head feels fine." And he goes, "All right." He said, "Well," and he said, "Well, here's the thing." He said, "You weren't going to be driving anyway," because he drove us to the venue.
Right.
And he goes, "I'm not letting you drive for at least 2 days."
Damn.
Because you hit your head.
Right.
He goes, "So if you want to drink, go right ahead, because I'm driving, and you're not getting the keys."
You got permission.
Yeah. So I said, I didn't. First of all, I didn't need his goddamn permission. Yeah. So I had one drink, right?
All right. What'd you have?
Rum and Coke.
Okay.
Open bar. I was like,
Captain?
No, it was Bacardi rum.
Yeah.
Which is fine. I like Bacardi. It's fine. Here's the thing, though.
$20.
It was it was open bar, so I didn't have to pay. But I will say that it was the strongest rum and Coke I'd ever had in my life.
Damn.
How
big was the glass?
It was rum, and then Coke for color. I was like,
Coke for color.
Coke for color. I was like,
A lot of ice.
as she was pouring it, I was thinking, that's a shit ton of rum.
Gonna have a good time tonight.
So I looked at Jay and I was like, either this is gonna help my head or it's gonna make it worse.
What did it do?
It did nothing.
Oh, okay.
I drank it slow. I wasn't gonna be like, oh, like going mental.
Nice. So who got married? Your niece?
Oh, this was my cousin's oldest daughter. Yeah.
Cousin's daughter.
My cousin's oldest daughter. Yeah. What was funny is before I hung up with Tina, the bruise was starting to form on my leg.
Ooh.
Right, and I'm like, I can see the bruise starting now. Sunday I woke up.
Hope so.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe not. And my shoulder's sore, but no bruise there. I got 2 little bruises here.
All right.
My left knee, right below my knee, is bruised. I have a head injury. I can't speak. Is bruised, but it's the right leg that I have a bruise that starts on one side of my thigh and goes right around. It's like a ring of terror. It goes right around my leg.
You're not gonna forget this.
A little bit below my knee, I have a nasty looking yellow bruise.
Yellow.
And yeah, it's all yellow.
What's yellow mean? It's supposed to be black and blue.
I think they kind of change colors
Just to fuck with
as it
develops.
what do you call that? Ages? I don't know. I don't know what the proper term would be. As it ages, it changes color.
It metamorphoses.
Yeah.
Like varicose veins.
The one up here is particularly nasty looking. I was like, ugh, gross.
So back to that hotel again.
So the next day, Jay goes, we were on our way somewhere, and I said, I think you should stop at the hotel. Tell the desk clerk that I fell.
Right.
And he goes, you think? And I said, yeah. I was like, because they should probably know that
Your shower sucks.
Their tubs are dangerous. There's no tread at all, and they don't offer you anything.
I'd be able to get
And the
closer.
nozzle's too low.
So yeah. So he goes, all right, I'll go run in. So he ran in and he came back and he had a look. And I said, what's the matter? And he goes, well, he said, I told him you fell. And I said, yeah. And he goes, it was met with the coldest indifference. He said he couldn't have cared less. He did not give a shit. I was like, I said, really? He said, yeah.
Noted.
So that made me kind of angry. So I went on, because this is the digital age, and I gave a scathing review. Scathing review about the hotel.
What'd you say?
That it tried to kill me.
It's haunted. It tried to kill me.
This hotel tried to kill me. Sunday, we got up and we were going to this little lighthouse park and stuff near where we were. Okay. And then Jay goes, "Are you gonna?" He said,
lighthouses.
Huh? Yeah, I love lighthouses. I'm always there. So he goes, "I'm gonna shower real quick." I said, "Okay, have fun." So he went to shower and then he comes out and he goes, "All right, your turn." And I went, "Nope." And he goes, "You're not gonna," because that's not like me at all. I have to shower. And he looked at me and he goes, "You're not gonna shower?" And I went, "I'm not giving this hotel another chance to kill me." I said, "That's all it wants. It wants to kill me."
Go for a swim in the pool and just.
And he goes, well, what if I help you? And I'm like, oh, this is getting weird now. So he goes, I don't know why he
hold your hand while
I didn't smell. I don't know why he was so desperate for me to shower, but I was like, dude, I'm traumatized. And he goes, I know, and that's why you should shower. So he helped me in, and then this is like so
wash
funny.
away your dignity.
Yeah. So he helped me in, and then he sticks his, because it had like a shower curtain, he sticks his arm through the shower curtain to act as like a bar. So I held his arm, like a death grip on his arm, pretty much the entire time I was showering.
You gave him a bruise.
Yeah, I was like, I'm only going to be 2 seconds. And he's like, take as long as you need. You got my arm. You got my arm.
It's going to be funny if that's the thumbnail.
Yeah. And then
Fist pump.
we had to get up at like 2 a.m. on Monday to catch the flight. and return the rental car and catch the flight.
What kind of car?
It ended up being a Kia Forte.
Oh,
I
those are nice.
Kia Forte.
well, I have.
It beats walking.
Well, I did. I have a whole thing about that later, but
Oh. All right.
I like to tease. So,
Take that.
so Jay got ready, and then he looks at me and he goes, "You want me to help you shower?" And I said, "You know what? No, I'm gonna wait till I get home, and then I'm gonna take a proper shower." I was like, "I can't. I'm not doing it here." I said,
It's not worth the risk.
"Because I need to get on the fucking plane."
Right.
I said, "So I'm not doing this." And he goes, "All right, I hear you."
Now you came in Spirit and you left United?
I came
Or-
via Spirit Airlines.
Right. And you left?
When I booked the flight, I did not know that they were in danger of,
Bankruptcy.
yeah.
Neither did a lot of people.
So I was like, oh, shit.
They stopped mid-flight.
So I was keeping an eye on that the entire time. So we flew over. Now, I think the employees had a hinkling that they were going to be
out of a
shutting down.
job.
Because now I had really good seats on Spirit. Like we were near. It was, I don't know what you call that. It wasn't because it's not. Well, I don't want to call it first class because they're all almost kind of the same type of seat. I mean, there's no TV. You just get a seat. It is the most no frills airline I've ever
frills.
seen.
We don't need frills.
But we were near the front.
All right.
Upper coach.
I guess. I guess. So
Middle coach.
we were near the front. We were only like the second
the
or
pilot?
third.
First
Second, or,
coach.
yeah, yes, because the little door was open, and I was like, "Hey, Bob," like he was just kind of floating around. But the steward and stewardess.
attendant.
I'm sorry. All right, the flight attendant. I'm old.
It's okay.
The flight attendants.
All right.
They were filling up their backpacks with Cokes.
Really?
Yeah, right before we were landing, they were like, "Yoink," like stuffing Cokes in their bag.
Heroin?
No,
I
just
know, I know.
Coca-Cola.
I know.
And I was like, "Wow, it's like they don't even care at this point."
What are you going to do? Fire me? You're going out of business
I know,
in like 24 hours.
taking all the Cokes.
So what was the reason for them to go out of business?
They're just bankrupt. It's the fuel cost and stuff like that. I mean, they really
Yeah, I
weren't.
feel-
They were like mad cheap flights,
Yeah.
and you can't run on that business policy if it's costing you
Right.
$10,000 to fill your plane, and you only sell $8,000 worth of seats.
Right.
It's like you're losing money. So
Out of pocket. Now, how'd you get home?
we got home by Delta.
Oh, Delta.
Oh, Delta. I've never really had an issue with Delta.
Yeah.
I was particularly nervous about this though, because I knew because Spirit ended Saturday,
Mm-hmm.
and I knew a lot of people were going to be stranded.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I was nervous about getting home. So Sunday I went online, and I, you got to confirm the registration, do the virtual check-in and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to do that, and I did it, but it wouldn't let me pick seats. So I was like, well, that's kind of weird, because normally you can pick your seat.
You're here. You're way over there.
Yeah.
Hi, Jerry.
So, so it wouldn't let me pick the seat. So I was like, okay, that's a bit weird. And I said, well, maybe when we print the boarding pass, it'll assign the seat. So we get to the terminal, and we go to the little kiosk, and I check in, print the boarding pass, and it says like seat assigned at gate. And I was like, what does that mean? Because I've never had that before, right? Now I'm getting my level with a head injury. My level is now, I'm like, what the hell?
Oh, 8.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't like this at all. So we get to the gate. By the way, Orlando Airport, for anybody who's ever been, sucks. You have to take a train to get to your bags. Then you have to take a train to get between terminals. I looked at Jay and I'm like, I'd rather walk around Heathrow.
Damn.
This place sucks. So we get to the gate and we're waiting for the employees. The employees show up like 20 minutes before boarding starts. So they get behind the desk and they're clicking away. I give them a few minutes to get settled because I never liked when people jumped on me when I first, when you first log on.
you're open. Can you help me?
Yeah, and especially then I worked retail and it's like I just clocked in, lady.
Behind the line.
Leave me be. So I let him get settled, and then I walked over with my little shitty boarding passes. And I walk up to this woman, and I said, hi. And she goes, how can I help you? And I said, well, this says seat assigned at gate. I said, I've never had that before. I said, what does that mean? And she goes, we're going to assign you a seat.
At the gate.
And I was like, yeah, I understood that part of it. Like, she was being a little bit too simplistic. So I was like, okay, well, how do we do that then? And she goes, I can't do it. I was like,
We gotta get Gary. Gary.
Who can?
So she
He's
goes,
way down there.
So she goes, the lady next to her, she goes, well, she can take care of you. And I was like, all right, I'll slide over here then. So she goes, okay. So I slide over.
She didn't tell you to take a train to them?
No. And as I slide over, she's talking to somebody else. And then she goes, and then she says the words that make my heart stop. She goes, this flight is massively oversold. And I went, oh, fuck. That is not what I want to hear. So, and I don't have a seat. So I'm like, okay. So the woman finishes what she's doing, and she looks at me and she goes, how can I help you? And I said, she told me to slide over here and talk to you. And she's like, okay. And I said, I don't have a seat. And she goes, oh. So she looks at the boarding pass, and then she goes, I thought you were going to push a button. So she looks at the boarding pass, and she goes, okay. She goes, you're in the computer, though. And I said, well, that helps, I guess.
I would say yes.
So she goes, you're in the computer, and then she goes, I haven't taken care of it yet. She goes, but I'm going to try to keep the two of you together.
Thank you.
And I looked at
so.
her, and I said, listen. I said, I know you have a lot going on. I know it's oversold. I said, but for the sanity of myself and whatever poor soul will have to sit next to me, I said, it's in everyone's best interest if you try to keep us together. And she goes, I hear you. And I said, I don't think you do. I said, because I am not a fantastic flyer. I said, so that's all I got. And she's like, okay.
It's in your hands now.
Yeah.
Ball's in your court.
So then she goes, okay. She said, all right. And then she says, well, she said, here, I'm going to take care of it, and I'll call you up. Don't come back. And all I could think of,
Get the fuck out of
and
here.
all I could think of is, do you remember Friday when he's talking to the girl and he's like, don't ever
Come on, hey.
Okay. We can kick it, but not if you come around.
Janet Jackson? No shit?
That's all I could think of, so I was kind of chuckling to myself. I'm like, all right. So I go back to Jay, and he goes, how'd we do? And I said, well, we still don't have seats. I said, but we have promise of seats. So now they start boarding, right? And now I'm starting to get a little bit nervous because we still don't have a seat. I don't know what zone I'm in, and they board by
now
zones.
Boating.
There's no parking in the red zone.
Boating. Now boarding.
They board you by zones. So I'm like starting to freak out a little bit. And then Jay goes, okay. He said the first 4 zones are like priority seating and like, the expensive seats.
Right.
He goes,
First class.
And then he goes, we know we're not there.
We're in zone 5.
He goes, so once they get past 4, then we should be getting ready to go. And I said, okay. They're calling all these zones. They get to zone 5. They get to zone 6. And she still has not said, hey, come here.
Hey, come here.
Right?
Get over here.
So I am like at this point I'm freaking out, right? And they're asking people over the intercom, does anybody want to change their flight? And I'm like, oh my God. I was like, she's going to bump me to a different flight. I know it, right?
And your bag's already on that plane.
No, I didn't check baggage.
Oh, okay.
Well, that bit me in the ass too. So,
Damn.
So I look at Jay and I'm like, they're boarded in zone 6. Zone 6 is almost fully boarded. And I looked at him and I was like, I'm going up. I got to go up. She told me not to go up, but I'm going up anyway. And he goes, okay. So I go up. And I said,
Excuse me.
and I said, I realize this is not a good day for everybody. I said, but, and then she goes, oh no, I forgot about you. And I went,
What a bitch.
and I said, okay. And she goes, you're all set. And
Okay,
she's,
what
I'm,
zone are you?
she's, I'm printing it now. And I
Okay.
went,
Thanks.
I trusted you. We had a thing. You broken my trust.
Bitch.
I didn't come back. You told me not to come back. So she prints it out. She hands it to me, and I said thanks. And I said I'm very sorry to come back after you told me not to.
Wait, did you say extra J?
Yeah, we were together.
Okay.
And I said, but
Imperative.
I said I was starting to get nervous because you were boarding everybody else. And she's like, oh, you were fine.
Oh, really?
And I was like, I didn't feel fine.
No.
So we get in line. The line moves incredibly slow because everybody has some kind of problem. So then we get to they scan your little ticket, so you get on the plane, and she scans us, and she goes, you need to step over here. And I went, oh, what the fuck now? What now?
Wow.
What now?
No.
So, and Jay's behind me, and he's got to step over too. And I'm like, oh my God. So we move over, and she goes, this is the other woman now who was helping me. And she goes, listen, she goes, because people don't obey the rules of the overhead. So they bring all their shit and they fill up the bins. She goes, the overhead's already full. She goes, so you're going to have to check your bag. And I went,
Objection?
yes, exactly. Because I was like, I don't want to check my bag. I said, but I do want to get on the plane.
I want to get home so I can take a shower.
So I guess I'm checking my bag. So they give us all tickets and we get on the fucking plane. And I didn't relax until I was actually in the seat. And then I'm like, okay, I'm all right. We're good.
Now you need another drink.
Yeah. Would that I could.
Strong.
How long was the flight?
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Something like that. It really wasn't like maybe
Enough
3
time for
hours.
a movie.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the Delta had screens, so you could have actually watched something.
Nice.
Airplane.
Anything good on it?
No, I don't really mess with the in-flight stuff. It's usually like movies you'd find like on Netflix or something. It's like, oh, what? This movie's 25 years old. Jesus.
That's all I watch.
No.
80s and 90s.
Well, I mean,
Some 2000s.
You know.
Clifford the Red Dog. No. Beethoven, remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Charles Grodin.
Poor Charles Grodin. Yeah.
Wow.
I was just happy to get on the plane. At that point, I was like, oh, man.
Are there any fights on Spirit Airlines?
No, it was fine.
Oh, damn.
Watch
It was
planes.
perfectly
For
fine.
the last day, they're like, one last fight in, come on.
I know, right? Well, I gotta tell you, there was almost a fight because
On Delta?
no, because he holds me back. We show up at the airport. It was one thing after another. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom. I gotta do this," and then we were checking in, and there was a whole kerfuffle over his bag. I told him specifically because he has a CPAP machine, right?
You're right.
So he goes, I'm going to bring the distilled water from my CPAP machine. I said, do not do that. We'll go to the store when we get there and we'll get you distilled water. Otherwise, you're going to have to check your bag. He thought because he took a bottle and wrote CPAP on it that they would just let it on the plane. I said, are you insane? So, because that means anybody could do that. Well, yeah, but it's my CPAP water. Oh, so somebody's saying, like, it's just CPAP water. It's not liquid nitrogen or something. I was like, what's the matter with you? So he had the thing. So he was stuck at check-in for a while they confiscated his CPAP water.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Do they
And they're
open
like-
and smell it?
And they're like, you're going to have to check your bag.
Test it with a strip.
And it was a whole thing. So then we get through that, and he goes, well, I'm going to grab something to eat, and I'm going to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, we have to go. So needless
They're
to
not going
say.
to wait for us.
No. So needless to say, so I said, fine. I pretty much had enough by the time he had to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, I'm just going to keep walking. You'll catch up to me.
Okay.
By the time we got to the gate, they were boarding our zone. And then he's like, oh, see, we didn't have to wait around. And I'm like, what? We could have been on the plane already. You weirdo.
They had a good time. Ish.
Yeah. No, it was fine. I mean, aside from being oppressively hot.
You were warned.
I was warned. People warned me, and
We had
You
it in our
didn't
comments.
heed their warning.
Comments the last show.
I assumed hot. They're like, oh, it's going to be hot. I'll get by. I didn't know it was going to be like heavy hot.
You text me, it was like 95.
That was Friday. It hit 95 on Friday. I was like,
My
this is
eyes
disgusting.
are burning.
This is disgusting. This is no way to live. It's no way to live. My sister texted me and
Old
she's
people
like,
must love it.
huh?
Old people must love it.
I'm
I don't
sure
know.
they do. I do not. And it was like, my sister texted me and she goes, oh, you're in Florida, huh? And I said, yeah, for the wedding. And she goes, oh, she said, how you dealing with Florida heat? And I'm not. I said, I don't know how people live like this. I don't know.
Handful of people at my work recently retired and they moved to Florida.
Ugh,
It's like Florida's the place.
it's too hot. It's too hot. And I'm getting older too, so you figure I'd be excited about it.
Is it hot or is it humid hot?
It's humid hot. Like
Both?
it's heavy hot.
Mm.
You sit
The-
there going
the
like,
air's
oh,
thick?
yes,
Yeah,
Like you're in a
it's
sauna.
gross.
I hate that.
It's disgusting. And it was because my nephew and his wife, we were at the wedding, and I was like, it's so hot. And she goes, I love this. And I said, because she's always cold too. So she goes, I had the window down. And I was like, I would have passed out. I said, it's been from AC to AC. I can't.
No DC.
No. Nope.
But for something that we know, it's awesome sauce.
Sure.
Being hot is not awesome. It's gross. Anyway, how did everybody else function while I'm...
Good.
Yeah.
I've been better.
Been better? Oh, I'm
Mm.
sorry. I got nothing for that.
Maybe next week will be better for you, Sean.
Well,
Here tomorrow.
you know.
A lot of lonely nights.
Oh, I'm sorry.
When you live alone and no one's really around to hang out,
Yeah.
you get to see that being an old person, like stranded in old folks' homes. Like,
I was in Florida.
Kids, stay off my lawn.
well, some others I hang out with normally
Yeah.
haven't been hanging out with me lately.
Then I came home and my leg hurts. Sean texted me Monday. He's like, "Oh, you back? You want to hang out?" And I'm like, I'm having trouble
I can't
moving.
walk. I can't breathe.
I'm having trouble moving, dude.
I want to see if you were available, if you gotta make yourself available to come over.
Yeah.
If not, I was gonna let someone else know that
Oh,
free
I
to
see.
hang
I
out
see.
if
I see. Yeah.
you didn't.
No, I was
You know,
hobbling.
last friend I hung out with was on Sunday.
Yeah.
We went and saw the Michael movie.
how
Oh, you
was it?
finally went.
Really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
His nephew was awesome as Michael.
Really?
That's Jermaine's son.
Hmm.
Some of the performances, for a few minutes, you forget you're watching him. You think you're watching Michael
Yeah.
on the concerts and everything. So, wow.
How far back does it go? Like Jackson 5 and all the way up to his death?
Jackson 5 days, but somewhere when he's around 10, they kind of start.
Hmm.
Not when he was like 5, he joined the band.
Right.
And ended at the Wembley Stadium
Hmm.
in the UK in 1988 concert.
Hmm.
That's where it ends. And then it says at the end, his story continues.
Mm-hmm.
But I just read on Wikipedia that when they put that up,
Mm-hmm.
they may or may not do the sequel.
I
Might
see.
go 2, Electric Boogaloo. I
Indeed.
haven't seen it.
They want to see how this goes with fans.
Is anybody else famous in the movie? Like, you're like, oh, that's so and so.
Mike Myers,
Really?
Austin Powers himself.
Why does he
Who
keep
is he?
working his way into biopics? Because he was in the Queen Bohemian Rhapsody thing.
And that's a similar role that he's in this one.
He's a
Really?
record producer.
President of CBS Records.
Yeah.
I didn't even recognize him, just like in the other movie.
He's got Well, I saw him. He popped up in one of my feeds, and it's like he had like white hair, like short white hair. Took me a minute to realize it was him too.
I
Like,
didn't even notice him.
Okay.
Neither did my friend I saw the movie with.
Why does he keep getting? We need
He's getting work.
we need a record producer. Let's just get Mike Myers.
He keeps popping up on SNL as Elon Musk.
Does he?
Yeah, he does a impression of Elon Musk, and every time they make a sketch involve Elon Musk, they call Mike Myers.
Well, someone's got to call him, I guess.
Dana's not calling him.
Wow.
Too soon.
But the movie was great.
Okay.
Great performances.
Nice. All the hits.
Yeah.
Nice. Look forward to seeing it.
I read just earlier before the show. I think it's made so far about 400 and
Oh yeah, I freaking broke records.
480 million already.
Crazy. Now, what theater did you go?
Braintree.
No, that's when I went open.
Mhm.
Randolph closed. Yours one closed.
Yep.
Flagship.
Miss them. Discount Tuesdays, yo.
Taco Tuesday.
$4.
Can't beat that. Shit.
Nope.
That's awesome.
It was. It's not now. Come on. Yeah. Hang on a second. Dun 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 dun. So because we weren't here last week, there was no winner,
Nope, no one was able to guess my movie quote.
which was from 2 weeks ago.
This was
Which was what?
Dick Tracy.
Okay.
So no one got it.
Well,
Sorry.
I knew it for you.
Yeah.
you
But
got no-
it's worth 3 this time.
wow. Well, you're counting.
Because you missed last week, so
Okay.
I'm going to be generous. I'm going to give 3 gift cards for this movie quote. If you
Wow.
can get it, comment the name of the movie on YouTube. First and correct to win. Are you doing your spin the wheel? Or are you doing the bucket?
Oh,
Cauldron.
Cauldron. All right.
the cauldron of fun.
To enter Sean's gift card giveaway, comment your name, hashtag Sean on YouTube. We'll add your name to the cauldron, and you can win a gift card from Sean. Pretty easy.
Yep.
Want me to go first or you want to go to first?
You go first.
All right, I will go first. Are you ready?
Yep.
Hey, look. There they are. We should follow them. Okay. Slow it down. Slowing. Slow it down. Slowing. Slow it down. Uh-oh. Fender bender. Comment below on YouTube.
First of all, I didn't know that was going to involve mime. Yeah.
I'm in the box.
That was wild shit. All right, though.
That's an obscure movie, too. We'll see.
All right.
If someone can guess that, I'd be very surprised.
Oh, challenge.
That's right.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
I was going to get that.
And the winner is...
Vanessa.
Vanessa. Hey. You win a gift card courtesy of Sean.
I
If you
save
get
a
the movie
stamp.
quote, you'll get 4.
Save a stamp
I'm
like
saving-
2 weeks ago.
I am
She
saving
won.
a stamp.
She won 2 weeks ago.
You did.
Did she really?
Her and Tina.
Oh, wow. I have a head injury. I don't remember.
Normally I forget too, but I remember this one.
What year is it?
So I
Thank
figure,
you.
okay, I'll do both and 1, 2. Here we go.
Thank you so much for joining us. This has been hashtag Just Saying, and we have been Sean, Joe, and Tara. And we will see you next time. Before I send it down the table, here is your fun fact of the week.
All right.
When humidity is 100%, it means the air cannot hold any more water vapor. The result is sweat cannot evaporate into the air, causing the temperature to feel hotter.
Damn.
That's why I was dying.
Have a wonderful weekend. Happy Mother's Day.
Have a good everything. Happy Mother's Day. Peace.